If your votes don't matter, neither does your opinion. I'm making this video to tell you guys not to vote. Don't even bother. Just hang it up. Leave it alone. So, I'm saying that because a lot of you guys are ignorant, disillusioned. You've allowed yourself to adapt this mindset that our votes don't matter. Okay. Well, if your votes don't matter, why do they constantly push so hard to sway the black vote? And how do they do that? By pandering, by lying, by using situations in the media involving police and other situations where the black person just happens to be the victim or victim. They play it up on the media and try to tug at your emotions, especially around election year. Why? Because they want to sway your vote. So as much as people are saying, oh, my vote doesn't matter. If your vote doesn't matter, I don't want to hear anything from you if this thing gets in, which she won't. But if she were to get in and things become drastically worse, which they would, I don't want to hear anything from you. Because if your votes don't matter, then don't vote. Especially if she were to get in and somehow do a great job, then all of a sudden you're going to want to be proud of her. Oh my God, look what my president doing. Look what this black woman is doing. If your votes don't matter, neither does your opinion. So people wanting to adapt this mindset, sitting there thinking, there's nothing we could do. We're out of it. Okay, well, how can we, the people, have politicians and people that work for other people that work for other parts of the government? How can we have them removed on our own power? It can happen. It has happened. So I'm not going to sit there and think for a second that my vote doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit there and think for a second that all this stuff is just something that we have to sit here and endure and accept with no opinion, and we're just not going to do anything about it. That's exactly what they want you to think. The black vote, the black voice is the most powerful voice in America, and they know that. That's why they play games. Trump panders too, but at least when Trump pandered, he gave you something. He improved the black job market, the black housing market. There were never any more black homeowners and people that had great positions in power, more so than when Trump was in office. So you're not going to believe that. You're not going to accept it. But you don't have to. I'm not here to sway anybody's position because obviously you're ignorant enough to vote or not vote any way you choose. But I'm here to tell you they're lying to you. They're lying to black Americans. You mean to tell me you guys really think for a second that Kamala Harris is going to be able to do something? What has she done these past 4 years? Look at the immigration, illegal immigration. Look at the migrants flowing over here. The ones that they sent back. What about the ones they didn't catch? What about the gotaways? What about the ones that are coming over here taking jobs? And people got mad when Trump said black jobs. He's not saying that certain jobs are only meant for black people. He's talking about the job markets that already are dominated by black people. Figure that out on your own. So you're going to sit here and allow this old white man to come on the TV and tell you, if you don't know if you're voting for me or Trump, you're not black. You're going to allow him to question the race that you say you're so proud of. This guy who has actually consistently said racist things. What about the crime bill that was outright racist? What about this nutcase that they're trying to push for presidency now? How many black people did she lock up for petty crimes? Just like Obama, it took people years to realize Obama did nothing with the 8 years he had in office for the black community. He did absolutely nothing. But it took years for people to realize that. And he was out of office for years before people realized he did nothing while he was there. What did Kamala do these past 4 years to make y'all think for a second that she's actually going to do a good job as president? What has she done? Not even just for the black community, but as VP. Her job is to oversee issues like what happened at the border. She didn't even go down there and see what was going on. She didn't even go down there and visit. She couldn't even articulate in a full sentence why the situation was happening. You mean to tell me you trust this woman to get on the debate stage with Trump or VP Vance? You trust her to get on the stage and actually articulate a sentence powerful enough to sway your position on her? She can't even put a sentence together. Of all the words in the English vocabulary, she can't even put together a full sentence or paragraph enough to let you know she knows what the hell she's doing. You trust her on a debate stage for hours? On stage with someone like Trump and someone like Vance? Do you really trust her to do that? I'll put it this way. If you don't know whether or not you're voting for Trump or whoever else they're going to put up against him, because Kamala ain't it. If you don't know whether or not you're voting for Trump, you ain't smart. How does that make you feel? You don't have to vote for Trump if you don't want to. You don't have to. Maybe in your eyes, he hasn't done enough. But if you don't see what he has done already with his first 4 years and even the things that he's been trying to do after his 4 years, then you're just not smart. You don't want to see it. You choose to be ignorant, and that's on you. But I'm so tired of the ignorance. You have people coming out saying, you know, we got to support our black woman. We got to support the black woman. But has this black woman supported you? What has she done for you? What has she done for the country that you live in? What has she done for the black community? She's not even black. So it's so much ignorance going around because this is how they want us to be. They want us to vote ignorantly. They want us to sit there and be like, well, look at the color of her skin. It kind of matches mine. I'll vote for that. They want you to be ignorant because the votes matter. Your votes count. Because if they didn't, they wouldn't push so hard to sway you to feel or believe a certain way. The black voice is the most powerful and respected voice in America. And they know this. If Candace Owens was white, she wouldn't be as popular. If Brandon Tatum was white, he wouldn't be as popular. If the Hodge twins were rednecks with the same accents that they have, they wouldn't be as popular. They'll be called racist probably. So the black voice is strong and powerful, especially when it comes in opposition. So you mean to tell me that you actually think they give a damn about y'all? What have they shown you to let you feel that way? There's too much ignorance going on. So I'm telling you right now, if you say your votes don't matter, you're not going to vote, don't say nothing. Don't be on social media complaining. Don't be on social media with your opinion. Because if you're not going to do your part, I don't want to hear nothing from you. You don't even have a right to speak up because you're not even bold enough and strong enough to stand by what you believe in by voting. It's got to be more to it than the color of her skin. She's not black. But even if she was, it's got to be more to it than the color of her skin, because none of y'all can tell me in a full paragraph exactly what she's accomplished to better America or the black community. You can't do it. I challenge you to do it. So let's wake up, everybody. This has got to stop.